What's going on, everyone? It's Christina from the Glaser Tutoring Company, and we are doing a great word problem to help us understand and learn how to, solve system of equations. But anyway, let's dive in, shall we? So in this question, it says there were 130 faculty at a conference. Cool. Conferences are always fun. Now, if there were 18 more women than men attending, how many of each gender attended the conference? Okay, so usually with word problems, we're looking for formulas. That's always like rule number one, but they don't give me any formulas here. So chances are we have to write our own formulas. Now, the most important thing that I could tell you guys is always start off with writing out your variables. It's going to help you out a lot. Now, in this case, we are trying to find out how many of each gender attended the conference. And in this question, the genders that were included were women and men. So let's make variables for those. Now, you could start off with any letters. It doesn't matter. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, K. Yeah, I know my alphabet. Oh, okay. But anyway, I'm not going to use any of those because I love to use X. Now, it doesn't matter whether you say that X were the women or the men. That's up to you. Or, if you want to use maybe W for women and M for men, it doesn't matter to me. Let's just go from, left to right. They said women first. So X is going to be the number of women. And now, let's pick our men variable. Now, just know that you can't say X again, because if you say two X's, that means that the number of women were the same amount as the number of men that went to this conference. But in the second sentence, they already said, that's not true. There were 18 more women than men. So that's why you need just a different variable. Use any letter, right? We could go through the alphabet and see how much I know my alphabet, but I'm just going to use the other letter, Y. Why? 'Cause I gotta. Where's that from? Where's that movie from? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so Y is going to be the number of men. Cool. All right, so now here's the rule of thumb. As many variables as you have, that's how many equations you need to give. So in this case, we have two different variables because we have X and Y. So that means that we have to write two equations. So for more complex ones, if you have maybe even a third variable, X, Y, and Z, chances are you're going to have to need three equations. So let's just start from the beginning. The first sentence said that there were 130 faculty at the conference. Now, they're only stating that men and women were going to this conference. So we know that the combination of the men and the women are making up the conference. And the total of these have to equal 130. So maybe equation number one, so here we go, we're already jumping in. Equation one is going to be, if we added up all the women, right, so the X value, plus all the men, how many should be in total? Yeah, you got it, 130. And that equation is donezo. Now let's move on to equation two. Equation two, let's read the second sentence. They said that there were 18 more women than men. So let's talk about it in terms of women, right? So maybe we'll say that X, because that was the women, equals what? Oh boy. X equals what? Now they said that there was 18 more women than men. So whatever the men amount was, if I add 18 to that, that's how many women, right? So we're going to say Y plus 18. Now, when you read this sentence, right, it says there were 18 more women than men. That means that you have to have a higher number for women than men. Now, a lot of students, from what I've seen in the past, will put x plus 18 equals y, because this 18 is next to the word women and not next to the word man. But you can always make scenarios for yourself, right? If you had 5 women, keep in mind that the x value we said was women. 5 plus 18 is whatever it's going to be, 23. The men number is actually higher than the woman. But the sentence reads that there's 18 more women. So you could always put in scenarios just to make sure that you have the right equations. If we do it this way, you'll see that the x value is going to be the higher number than the y value. And now you have your 2 equations. Now, let's solve by using a system of equations. Now, usually, if you do have one formula that's already an x equals or y equals, in this case, we have x equals, we're going to use the substitution method. Substitution method means that you're going to be substituting in whatever the x equals into the other formula. Now, the x equals was really equal to y plus 18. So we're going to take this part and we're going to substitute it in for the x value for the other equation. So instead of it reading x plus y, well, what was x equal to? Oh, x equaled this. So it would be y plus 18, and then you finish the equation. So let's try that out. So we got y plus 18. Maybe I'll write that all in red just to show you that this is this part. And now you move on to the rest. So that was this, the x equals. And now I'm going to plus another y value, and that's going to equal 130. Now we successfully got rid of the x's, and now we just use our PEMDAS to just solve. We're going to combine like terms. So 2y's plus 18 equals 130. Subtract 18 on both sides. And we're bringing down 2y. Maybe we'll use that now as a red. And then whatever this is, right? 1, 1, 1. No. Negative 8. What am I doing? 1, 2. Negative 8. So this would be negative 8 and 20. Right? Negative 8 and 20? 118? Sometimes my brain just goes like, what? No. 112. Right? Am I just going crazy here? What's 18 plus 112? This is a 0. This is a 2. That's a 30. That looks good to me. We could always just double check, but it's always good to keep the brain a little sharp. 130 minus 18 is 112. There you go. Okay, now we're going to divide by 2 on both sides. And now let's see. Y equals. So we have 112 divided by 2. So that's a 10. So what is that? 56. We'll just take this divided by 2. Yay! Okay, so Y, keep in mind that Y was the number of men. So we have 56 men at the conference. And now we just have to find out how many women there were. Now what you can do is you can just go back to any equation, use the one that's easiest for you, and just solve in for the x value. I'm going to use this because it's already in x equal form. The women was x equals y, which is 56, plus 18. So x equals whatever this is, 74 women. And you could always just triple check, because if you add up your total number of men and women, how many people were supposed to be at the conference? Yeah, 130. So if we take 56 and plus 74, you get 130, and that is it. So 74 women attended, 56 men attended, and that's the end for this. What'd you think? I hope this helped. Thank you so much for viewing the video. My brother and I, we really do appreciate each and every one of you. We want to help you out as much as we can. Go check out the website. We got goodies for you on there. We always want to have your back, especially when it comes to education and, getting you the grades that you want to get. So check the channel out. We got physics, math, chem videos as well. So yeah, tell your friends, tell your classmates, all that good stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I would like to give a huge shout out to Maricela. Thank you so much for being a member to the channel. Your support means a lot to my brother and me, and we're thrilled to have you be a part of this amazing community. Memberships are open on the channel, and if you want to become a member, just click that join button, which can be found below on any video if you're watching on your desktop, or it can be found on the overall channel page too. For all of you that want your name shown in the video, don't forget to choose the gold tier or higher. Thank you so much for considering, and have a great day. Talk to you in the next lesson. Bye-bye!